here standing outside the Call to Action tent where we just got back from seeing the Call to Action film, How to Nail a Dictator, which highlights the devastating past of Guatemalan people. We're gonna head inside and talk to some of the film goers who just saw the documentary. I'm here outside the Call to Action tent with film attendee Larry Dressler, and we're going to talk to him about what he thought about the documentary How to Nail a Dictator.
I thought the film was incredibly powerful. It's about a half a dozen individuals, Europeans, Guatemalans, Americans, who are trying to bring to justice the people who are responsible for genocide in Guatemala over the course of a 30-year civil war.
And I understand that you and your wife also do some work down in Guatemala. Can you tell us a little bit about what you guys do?
We do. We operate an organization called Reading Village. It's a nonprofit organization that provides scholarships to high school kids. 1 in 10 kids makes it to high school in the parts of Guatemala where we work, and we provide them with scholarships so that they can continue high school, and they become reading promoters in their communities. They become grassroots reading activists. It's really powerful because the movie shows teenagers with army uniforms on and guns in their hands, and it's very powerful to me to think about those same faces, the teenagers that we work with, having satchels filled with storybooks as their weapons.
Let's talk about Concha's Coffee and the ties to Guatemala. Can you explain what Concha's Coffee is all about?
So we are a wholesale importer and roaster of organic fair trade coffee, and in particular this coffee from the Ixil Triangle. It's the Association Chahulense. These indigenous farmers, there's about 2,000 farmers in the cooperative. Basically, it was a peaceful response. It's like we have to come back together. We have to organize democratically back together, recognize our leadership, and work proactively with those on the outside who may be in solidarity with the coffee program. The coffee's delicious too. It's sensational. From the highlands of Guatemala, some of the best in the world. So with the culinary movement out there, we can tap into people who might not know anything about the social movements or the injustices that took place, but they might love the coffee and say, you know, we're going to support it. Anyone who buys the coffee or drinks the coffee, even by default, they're actually supporting Chahulense and this movement to bring about justice.
This has been Morgan Presson reporting for Boulder Community Media.